Welcome back, everybody, to another deep dive.
Yeah.
Today, we're taking a closer look at fiber and gut health.
It's one of those topics you hear about all the time, right?
Yeah,
But we're going to try to go a little deeper this time.
exactly. Eat your veggies. We all know that.
Yeah.
But why?
Yeah, and you know what's interesting? The listener actually sent in this blog post from kianmeng.org.
Oh, right. Yeah, from Ang.
Yeah, and he calls himself an old software plumber, which I thought was kind of a fun
Yeah.
way to describe himself.
I like that.
Yeah.
Kind of gives you a sense of his personality.
Yeah, so anyway, what's fascinating to me is this guy Ang, he's like super disciplined with his diet. He does intermittent fasting. He's really watching what he eats.
Yeah, it sounds like he really has a handle on things.
And yet even he is finding new insights about fiber.
So that piqued my interest, I have to admit. Like, even when you think you're on top of it,
Right.
there's always more to learn.
There's always more.
So what really caught my eye was how Ang breaks down fiber. It's not just one thing.
Right. It's not just one thing.
He talks about soluble and insoluble fiber.
Yeah. And each one has its own role to play. You know, I kind of like to think of insoluble fiber as almost like the scaffolding of your digestive system. It adds bulk, keeps things moving smoothly, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, so it's important, but maybe not the most exciting part of the story.
Exactly. It's essential, but let's face it, soluble fiber is where the magic really happens.
Okay, so if insoluble fiber is like the support structure,
Hmm.
soluble fiber is where we get into the nitty-gritty.
That's where the party's at.
Okay, I like it.
So what Ang highlights in his post is how soluble fiber dissolves in water, and it forms this kind of gel-like substance in your gut.
Okay.
And that gel does a couple of really important things.
Okay, I'm listening.
So first, it acts like a speed bump for digestion.
Wait, slow down digestion, is that a good thing?
It is. It is a good thing, because when digestion slows down, it means the sugars from your food are released into your bloodstream more gradually.
Okay, so no sugar rush.
Exactly. You avoid those spikes and crashes you might get after a meal.
That makes sense. And I'm guessing it's helpful for blood sugar control.
Absolutely. Especially for people who might be dealing with blood sugar issues. But that's just one part of the story.
Okay, there's more.
There's more. This is where we dive into the world of the gut microbiome, which, you know, Ang touches on in his post.
Yeah, that's a hot topic these days.
Right. So that gel-like substance I was talking about from soluble fiber acts as a prebiotic.
A prebiotic.
Yeah, you can think of it as fertilizer for the good bacteria that live in your gut.
Okay, so prebiotics help those good bacteria thrive. But I gotta ask, why should we care so much about these bacteria?
That is the million-dollar question, isn't it? Because it turns out these little guys play a much bigger role in our health than we used to think.
Bigger than we thought.
Yeah.
How so?
I'm talking about everything from digestion and nutrient absorption to immune function, even our mental health.
Wow, okay, you've got my attention.
Yeah.
So a healthy gut microbiome is key.
It's key.
And soluble fiber helps support that.
Absolutely.
This is getting really interesting.
It is. And we're scratching the surface here.
Okay, well, let's keep digging then.
Because what I think is so fascinating is how soluble fiber's impact on gut health can even affect things like cholesterol levels.
Wait, really? Fiber and cholesterol? That's not a connection I hear about every day.
I know, right? But it's something Ang really emphasizes in his post, and it's worth exploring further.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So let's dive into that cholesterol connection. What's the science behind it?
So soluble fiber can actually help lower what we call LDL cholesterol. That's the bad kind.
Okay, bad cholesterol.
Mm.
Got it. But how does fiber do that? Does it, like, block the cholesterol somehow?
You're on the right track. When soluble fiber forms that gel in your gut, remember? Well, it can actually bind to cholesterol molecules, like a net. It captures the cholesterol before it can be fully absorbed into your bloodstream.
Yeah, interesting. So it's not just about keeping things moving. It's about actively grabbing onto the bad stuff.
Precisely. And here's where it gets even more fascinating.
Like, lay it on me.
This binding action can have a ripple effect.
Ripple effect. Now you've got me really curious.
Okay, so when less cholesterol is absorbed into the bloodstream, your liver has to work harder to find cholesterol to make bile, which is essential for digestion.
Okay, I'm following you.
So basically your body is tricked into using up its existing cholesterol stores, leading to lower overall production.
Wow. So it's not just about blocking absorption. It's about influencing how much cholesterol your body makes in the first place. That's amazing.
It really is, and it just goes to show how interconnected our bodies are, how something as simple as upping your fiber intake can have this cascading effect on your health.
I'm with you on that. Now, Ang mentioned some specific foods in his post that are high in soluble fiber, right?
He did things like oats, barley, legumes, so beans, lentils, all that good stuff, fruits, vegetables, seeds. They're all great sources of soluble fiber.
Okay, so those are all things that I've heard are part of a healthy diet, but I'm guessing there's a strategy to incorporating them, right? Like if I suddenly switch to an all-fiber diet, that can't be good.
No, you're absolutely right. Gradual is the key, just like with any dietary change.
So no fiber frenzy.
Definitely not. A sudden increase in fiber can lead to some, well, let's just say unpleasant digestive side effects.
I can imagine. Like what?
Gas bloating. Things you probably want to avoid.
Makes sense.
Oh.
And I remember we were talking about how soluble fiber absorbs water in the gut. What happens if you don't drink enough fluids when you increase your fiber intake?
That's such a good point. Remember that sponge analogy? Well, that sponge needs water to work properly.
Right?
If you don't drink enough fluids, especially water, that fiber can actually make constipation worse.
So it's a two-pronged approach that
Yeah.
gradually increase fiber and make sure you're staying hydrated.
Exactly. Hitting both of those is key.
Now, thinking back to Ang's experience, what I find so interesting is that he was already pretty health conscious.
Right. Like this guy had it figured out.
You think so, right?
Oh.
But it just goes to show you that even someone like Ang, who's already so focused on his health, is still learning and refining his approach.
It's a good reminder for all of us, I think.
Totally.
Yeah.
It shows that we can all benefit from taking a closer look at our habits and making adjustments based on new information.
Absolutely. Health is a journey, not a destination.
Well said. So where do we go from here? We've covered a lot of ground. What are the key takeaways you want our listeners to walk away with? It really is amazing how much we've learned about something as simple as fiber.
I know. You wouldn't think there'd be so much to it.
But it's clearly a lot more than just roughage, right?
Right. Like we were saying, it really underscores how even the things we take for granted, the food we eat, can have this huge impact on our health.
So to kind of recap what we've discovered, fiber isn't just about, keeping things regular.
It's so much more.
It plays this huge role in supporting a healthy gut microbiome.
Which, as we discussed, affects everything from digestion to immunity, even our mental health.
And that connection between soluble fiber and cholesterol, that was news to me.
Yeah, it's pretty fascinating.
Really makes you think about food as medicine in a way.
Exactly. It's a powerful tool we have.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave our listener with something to think about.
Yeah.
Given what we've learned about all these benefits of fiber, what's one change you could make to your diet
This week.
to incorporate more of these soluble, fiber-rich foods?
Such a good question. And it doesn't have to be anything drastic, you know?
Right.
Could you add like a handful of berries to your breakfast?
Yeah.
Or maybe swap out white rice for brown rice at dinner?
Oh, that's a good one.
Maybe try a new lentil soup recipe or something?
Those are all great ideas. Small changes, but they can make a difference.
Absolutely. It's all about finding those little things you can do consistently.
Right. And remember Ang's example.
Yeah.
Even someone who's already super health conscious
Can still learn something new.
and make positive changes.
Exactly. It's a journey, you know?
It is. Well said. Well, thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of fiber and gut health.
It's been fun.
I hope everyone listening found it informative and inspiring. And until next time, happy eating, everyone.